Welcome back. You were probably here with us for game number 1, and that was an exciting contest between the Lions and Warriors. Bryan College, the winner of that contest, they'll battle the winner of this game tomorrow at 4 p.m. for a chance to move on to Sioux City. Welcome to Dayton, Tennessee, a city of 7,000 here in mountainous rural Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Grayson Whaley. Opening round of the 2022 NAIA Women's Basketball National Championship. Thank you for tuning in for this exciting contest of collegiate basketball. Two great programs here in game number 2 today, the University of Pikeville and the Indiana Institute of Technology, the Bears and the Warriors. Only one team can move on and be crowned the champion here in this opening round. The winner of this contest moving on to tomorrow's matchup. It's the 6th consecutive season that the Warriors are playing in the NAIA National Championship, the 10th time in program history. The Warriors have recorded no games against Pikeville, and they've never faced Weber International either. Tech has played Bryan College twice. They've beat them both times. The first time in the 2018 NAIA National Championship in Sioux City, 76-60, and the second on December 17th, 2019. That was here in Dayton.
Please be seated. And now let's meet the starting lineup. Pikeville Bears.
Little pregame prayer right there, getting that in.
Of course, we don't know as much about these two teams as we do the home team, Bryan College, who's hosting this tournament. But as we were talking a little bit, in break, we heard Indiana Tech is a beastly of a team. So excited to see them face off against University of Pikeville in this matchup.
Well, I was telling you between games, I was talking to Grayson about kind of where I came from in Michigan and my role there. And one thing I got to do a lot was fill in for the crosstown rival of Adrian College, Siena Heights University, and they're in the WAC.
Okay.
So I've seen this team at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely seen this basketball team before. Very familiar with the WAC, and that is an excellent conference for NAIA. Excited to see them play here tonight. Their record 30-2 overall in the season, 19-1 in conference. Currently in the midst of a 14-game winning streak. In contrast to the Bears, Indiana Tech is a quick, shooting-centric team. They've outscored their opponents by an average of 24 points per game, and they shoot almost 50% from the floor. The Bears are making their first appearance since 2018-19 in the tournament. They are 18-13 overall in the season, but they've struggled a bit on the road, Grayson. A 7-8 record in away games and an 0-1 record in neutral site contests. So that's a note I think we should keep an eye on here tonight. And two players to highlight, one for each team. And I'll let you do that. Start here with the Warriors.
Yeah, for the Warriors, we'll keep an eye on Emma Tuminian. Is that how you say that? She was the WAC co-player of the year and made the all-defensive team for the conference. Along the way, she scored 15 points per game, shooting an impressive clip, 55.9% from the field, and racking up nearly 8 rebounds per game. And she's also averaged 2.3 assists per game.
And for the Bears, we're highlighting Morgan Stamper, all-conference first team. She's a 4-time MSC Player of the Week, spurred on by her 19 double-doubles this season. Along the way, she's averaged nearly 14 points per game with an impressive 12.2 rebounds per game, good for 6th in the entire NAIA. Thank you for tuning in here in Dayton, Tennessee. It's the Warriors, it's the Bears, right now. Well, Tech will start this contest. Coming up with possession here, 2 quick passes. Pike back in a defensive shell, working this along the arc to the far side. Feed down low. What a gorgeous pass and the bucket.
Erica Foy, nice little move there off the pick and roll, gets the 2 points.
30 seconds gone, and the early lead rests with the Warriors. Here come the Bears. Quick move, headed to the far side, Sierra Feltner. This one off the mark. Pike battling for it down there and taken away by Foy.
Feltner missed the shot, but she's got a quick move off the dribble.
Foy came to the close side. Whitaker back across, far side of the arc now. Warriors wanted the three ball right there. Taya Andrews instead passes it over to Whitaker. Whitaker back to Foy. She drives down towards the low post, and a little too much contact there. U-Pike will get the basketball back.
We've seen several charge calls over the past 2 games, and even just comparing that to the NCAA, we've seen a lot. I don't know if they're cracking down on NAIA officials, but I know they are in the NCAA as far as the charge block call. It's one of the most controversial calls in all of basketball.
Feltner will run the floor again for U-Pike. Pass to the close side there along the perimeter to Englert. Now the feed inside, intercepted by Foy. Foy running the floor, has a chance here, and it's stripped away. U-Pike with a gorgeous play. This one passed close side to Englert. Englert along the left wing there. Standing up near the perimeter. Steps just inside of it and drops that one in from long range. It's 2-2.
The long two-pointer there. Nice answer there for U-Pike.
2 quick passes up the floor here. Indiana Tech working with it, wanting the three ball. That won't drop in for Whitaker. The senior from Greensburg tried to hit that one from distance. 2 minutes gone in period 1. U-Pike led back up the floor by Feltner here. Pass outside, the three ball. Oh, that rims around and pops back out on Bailey Frazier, the junior. Here comes Indiana Tech. Trying to go off of the glass right there, laying it in, and Tuminen comes off the bottom of the backboard as she's fouled.
Of course, Tuminen is our highlight player of the game, so I expect to see a lot from her, and she got to the cup nicely there and drew the foul.
2 minutes, 14 seconds gone here in period 1 as she hits her first at the line to make it 3-2. Second one will not go. Clattered off the side of the iron and scooped up there. Coming up the floor, Feltner kicks it across. U-Pike working with it, wanting to go inside there, having some trouble. Sideri kicks it back outside with a move. This one stripped away by the Warriors. Picked back up there by Georgia Sideri, the senior from Greece. And it'll be turned over to the Warriors.
Athens, Greece. I mean, how do you recruit in Europe? I wonder how that played out there.
I'm a fan. Love a good cultured basketball program. Here's the drive and some trouble there. Losing that one, Tuminen. Tuminen also from overseas. She's from Finland.
Wow.
U-Pike coming up the floor. Stamper with it. Gives it off. 2 more quick passes. Feltner wants to drive, battling her way along the mid-post. Passes it back outside. Now down low, this one off of the glass, and it won't drop for Stamper.
Both teams firing up a lot of shots. Not much luck thus far, though.
Warriors coming up the floor. Andrews gets this one started. Now she passes it inside. Indiana Tech loses the basketball.
Both defenses playing really well thus far, making it really tough to get to the hole.
3.5 minutes already gone. It's still 3-2. Here's one from downtown. This won't drop. Clattered off the side of the iron, gathered off of the glass by Indiana Tech. Long feed up the floor. Warriors to the close side. Standing down near the corner there, Whitaker. Pass up to the left wing. The three ball, that one won't drop either. Gonna get another chance at the basketball here, Grace. An excellent possession. Here's a three ball from the right wing. This one comes off the corner of the iron and is gathered up by U-Pike.
You talk about how important offensive rebounds are. Sometimes it's the difference between winning and losing a game. Just getting your team second chance points is so important.
U-Pike centering this one up on the point. Feltner passes it back outside to Frazier. Frazier, the give off to Sideri. She drives down into the paint and gets this to go.
Big and one there for you, Pike.
It's 4-3 now as U-Pike's Bears take the lead by just 1 point. 4.5 minutes already gone here in the first quarter.
Sederi with the opportunity to complete the three-point play here. Of course, for U-Pike, it'd be big for them to go ahead and jump on top by two.
Sederi misses right there, and kind of slow to get started here. Both of these teams offensively need a little spark, a little jolt.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder. We talked a little bit about how Brian struggled behind the arc last game, and you wonder how much nerves play into that. Of course, this is a one-and-done thing. There is no at-large bid or any chance to move forward after a loss. It's a one-and-done kind of thing. Survive and advance. I imagine the nerves are running high in this one, Gabriel.
Yeah, long trips here for these teams, too, and that doesn't help. U-Pike gets the pick there. Coming up the floor with great pace, it's Feltner from the elbow. She passes it outside. Long ball. This one rims around and comes back out. Sederi gets the board, keeping it alive here for the Bears. The Bears working it around deep beyond the perimeter. Here's another pass from the elbow. This one clatters off the front of the iron. Gathered up by the Warriors. They'll run the floor. Back beyond the point there. Feed down inside. That'll go.
Teams universally play better at home. So, of course, both of these teams are on the road at this one of 16 NAIA opening round sites.
Feltner with it on the right wing. She drives. A chance here in the low post. That one's off the mark. Maybe some contact there. Worm got the board. Got this one working for the Warriors. Pass down inside, working against Stamper with it. Now the feed to the close side. Andrews with the basketball. Around the world goes Indiana Tech. From the point.
Gonna have to put up a shot here, Gabriel.
Oh, here's one from downtown, and the bank is open. Unbelievable. It's 8-4.
Sometimes that's all it takes to get an offense going is hitting a shot like that.
What a long ball. Andrews hit that one. She's from Fort Wayne, Indiana originally, and that shot was about halfway there.
Nice move off the dribble.
That's Sederi battling with the basketball. She passes it outside. Nice step back, Jay. That'll go, finding the twine there. Sierra Feltner, Williamsburg, Kentucky native.
Feltner is someone I've noticed right off the bat moves really well off the dribble. If she can knock down some shots tonight, she's going to be dangerous.
And having some trouble there is Kyra Whitaker, the senior from Greensburg. You know, these two teams came out real cold. They're starting to warm up a little bit here. 3 minutes left in the first period. Long drives for these programs. 4.5 hours from the city of Jeffersonville, Indiana for Indiana Tech. A 258-mile trek to the campus of Bryan College here in Dayton. 4.5 hours for U-Pike as well from Pikeville, Kentucky. 274 miles down the highway for them.
Yeah, at first I thought this was the home of Larry Bird, and I had to remember that it's Indiana State that I was thinking of. The Indiana Tech, impressive basketball program. They've shown that so far.
There's Leanna McNulty right there working with the ball for the Bears. Feltner will inbound.
Kind of looked like a tick-tacky foul there called by the referee. Indiana Tech not happy about it.
Pass along the perimeter here by Reed. And this one will go off of the glass. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first. It's 8-8.
Nice move by McNulty there for U-Pike.
Trying to pass that one back out to the arc.
Must have got a hand as it went out of bounds.
Roy Javins is right there. A couple of changes coming onto the floor here. There are 16 host sites with NAIA basketball here tonight for the national tournament. 4 teams playing in each site tonight. Tomorrow, the winners of tonight's games will play a championship round to advance to Sioux City.
That's a big deal for these girls. Of course, like I said all along, the mantra survive and advance. And as we talked to a couple of the players after the game, it's just take one day at a time. And in tournaments like this, it truly is March Madness.
Couple of quick passes to the close side. McNulty sends it back. Long pass to the back door to Alexis Reed. Reed hands it off to Englert. Englert has it blocked away.
Big block there by Erica Noy.
Here comes Erica Foy. She passes it to Andrews, and the Warriors can't get that one. Feltner with a board. Long feed up the floor. Feltner takes it right back. Kicked outside, and the call against the Bears here.
Kind of seems like I spoke that one into existence as far as all these charge calls. I think that's the third or fourth one already in this contest. It's just in the first period.
Well, you mentioned Larry Bird, and you thought he might have been affiliated with Indiana Tech. It's all right. That's fine. It happens. There is some famous ties to one of these programs, but I'm not going to tell you folks at home yet. I'm going to make you wait because that's how I work. You know, it's like teasing a TV show that's coming up. After the break, there is a famous tie to Pikeville and U-Pike.
Nice play there by Foy.
Feltner passes this just inside of the perimeter. Here's the long ball, and that'll go for Mary Englert.
What a shot by Englert.
The senior from Madera, Ohio, made that look effortless. It's 10-10. Andrews drives, tries to fire. This one is stopped up. Indiana Tech regathers and resets. Worm kicks it over to Taya Andrews. And now the call will give U-Pike the basketball back.
Another charge call. Gonna have to start keeping a tally, kind of like when a pitcher throws strikeouts. You know, you got the fans keeping the K's out there in the outfield wall. We're keeping the charge calls out there behind the goal somewhere.
Little C's. Working along the perimeter, the handoff. Frazier passes it close side, and again it's Mary Englert. The senior is money.
Yeah, she is stroking it well from inside the perimeter. Her third long two of this game.
20 seconds left to go here in the first period in a 2-point game of basketball. Indiana Tech, Taya Andrews standing back up in her corner near that timeline. Advancing near the perimeter, 4 seconds. She fires from the elbow, that won't go. 1 second, and the Bears just gonna let time expire, unable to get that shot off in time. That'll do it for period number 1. It's 12-10, we'll take a break and be right back to see what happens next between Indiana Tech and U-Pike. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to Dayton, Tennessee. 1 period of action is in the books already. It's 12-10, a 2-point game of basketball. U-Pike's Bears lead the Warriors of Indiana Tech. Gabriel Schrei here with Grayson Whaley. Thanks for being with us. We didn't plug our social handles at all in the first game.
No, I should have, huh?
Nobody knows to follow us from Bryan College or Weber International University. If you're still tuned in from game 1, be sure to find us on social media. I'm Schrei Guy. SCHRAYGUY. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Anything they've ever made, I'm on it as that.
I've kind of taken a social media fast here of late, but
Good.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice, to be honest.
Oh, Englert again from inside the arc. This time it's off the mark. I thought she was going to hit it a third time in a row.
I did too.
That's unfair. The senior, she is looking good from just inside that perimeter here tonight.
Yeah, and some players, they just know their range. For me, I'm not one that can shoot much outside the three-point line. I'll step in and knock one down every now and then. That's not in real college basketball. That may be intramurals or pickup or something.
Well, I told you, I went to the gym this morning and completely uncovered, shot less than 50% from the floor.
There's a lid on the
by
bucket,
myself.
Huh?
No one was even looking. It was just me. 30 seconds gone here in the second frame. Still a 2-point ball game, 12-10. Englert gives it off. U-Pike works it inside. Now the pass to the elbow, and this shot will clatter off the front of the iron. Gonna get another chance with it. This one gathered up by McNulty. Centered over to Alexis Reed. Reed picks her way along the perimeter to the right wing. Wants to drive down into the low post. This one rims all around and won't go.
The pick and roll seems to be the way that Pikeville runs their offense.
2 minutes. Going down into the block, and she is packed by Englert. Englert pass to the right wing. Wanted to fire from long range, but Reed instead drives and tries off of the glass. Second chance bucket will roll all around and drop. It's 14-10.
What a climatic way to fall in between the vinyl. That thing was on the rim for about 3.2 seconds, I think.
1:20 gone here in period 2, a 4-point ball game. Indiana Technical College, founded in 1930, they offered an accelerated engineering degree to provide a pathway for engineering students into the workforce during the Great Depression, critical infrastructure at that time for our nation. Today, they're known as Indiana Tech, a comprehensive university with a core purpose of providing career-focused professional programs for higher education.
Real deal.
Located in Jeffersonville, it's the county seat of Clark County, Indiana. They call it Jeff locally, or at least that's what it said on the internet. It's right along the Ohio River, north of Louisville, along I-65. 15-12, a 3-point ball game. The Bears still lead the Warriors. They've got the ball right now. McNulty to the close side, over to Feltner. Feltner from just inside the perimeter, and the call here.
Looks like the referees were on the same page there with that charge call. Tallied up for the 6th one of the game.
Inbounding pass, Warriors coming up the floor here. Andrews, good feed inside there. Now back to Taya Andrews. 2 more gives. Tech. Just inside the arc. The drive by Tuominen. Tuominen fires from along the side of the block.
Pikeville fans not happy about that call. Didn't look like there was a ton of contact. The foul called nonetheless. And now Indiana Tech's going to have a shot at 2 from the charity stripe.
University of Pikeville, private university affiliated with the Presbyterian Church, located in Pikeville, Kentucky. Founded in 1889 on a hillside overlooking downtown Pikeville. The university is home to the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine. It features an enrollment of about 2,500 students.
Wow, so
it's pretty big.
Yeah, significantly larger than Bryan College, that's for sure.
Feltner with it, down to the elbow, passes it outside. Pass up top, and from the arc, this one rims all around and won't drop for Alexis Reed. 7.5 left to go here in the first half of play. It's 15-12, a 3-point ball game. U-Pike and the Bears in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, and I don't mean to kick a man when he's down, but the whistle has been blown significantly more in this contest than it was the first time. It can make for a long night for us, Gabriel. A lot of talking points, I hope.
I'm running out. We're running out already. No, I'm just kidding. We got pages. We could just tell the story of Bryan College again.
Yeah, we could.
That was good,
for
right?
Those interested,
that was
yeah.
Interesting.
No, I appreciate your research.
I'll tell the story again at the halftime break for anyone who didn't hear it during game 1. It's all about the founding of the city of Dayton, where it got its name from, and the college itself here. Trying to keep that one in place. Some trouble down low for Bailey Frazier. The junior from Wise, Virginia, dove for the ball right there. Good hustle, just couldn't keep it alive. So the Warriors of Indiana Tech will go back to work offensively. Timeout and a break down on the floor in this 3-point game of basketball. The Bears lead the Warriors. We'll take a break as well. Be right back with more college hoops after this. Welcome back here to Dayton, Tennessee, and the campus of Bryan College. All right, I teased a little story I had. You mentioned Larry Bird and him being tied in with Indiana. There is somebody famous tied in with these two institutions of higher education. Pikeville, Kentucky. Part of the Hatfield and McCoy feud took place there. You've probably heard that before or heard of it. The term like Hatfields and McCoys. It was a real couple of families that feuded for, what, a couple hundred years in the United States? And part of their feud took place in Pikeville, Kentucky. It's entered American folklore lexicon as a metonym for any bitterly feuding rival parties. Here's a shot for Andrews, nothing doing.
It's famous enough to have a couple TV shows made after it.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Hey, when I was in 5th grade, I went to a junior beta club thing, and they had a play. We watched a play that was a Hatfield McCoy play. It was pretty interesting.
Etched in the annals of history.
I only remember that because the food that was served there. Man, it was good.
It was good?
Yeah, up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh,
Not too far from here.
Yeah. Drive right there and the call against Feltner, so the ball will go back to the Warriors. Thank you for being with us here tonight, wherever you may be tuned in from. Indiana and Kentucky, primary suspects. Working this one around the arc. Pass to the far side, the drive, and thought she had a lane. A big collision there on her way to the rim. Kyra Whitaker, the senior from Greensburg, fouled hard. She'll go to the charity stripe.
Well, I respect how both of these teams play basketball. Both of them have had chances outside the perimeter to shoot threes, but a lot of times they dish it off and make cuts and try to get it to the hole, and it seems to be their brand of basketball, Gabriel.
First one will find the twine. Boy, in a low-scoring feeling game, the halftime break of contest number one. After 2 periods of action, it was 39-39. 6 minutes left in the first half of game 2. We haven't seen nearly as many points. I mean, that's 78 points at the halftime break of game 1. Right now, we're not even at 30. We're at 28.
The betting odds over-under is not quite as high in this game as it was the first one.
Definitely getting the under. Feltner with a cross, drives down along the charity stripe, pass back outside, 3-ball, didn't have enough juice on it. Second chance at a bucket here for U-Pikes Bears as Stamper fights her way inside. The sophomore from Independence is fouled.
Decker Terez tried really hard to just stay in her cylinder. She shuffled over and just kind of hip checked her as she went by. Interesting mode of shooting the free throw there.
What?
Morgan Stamper, the one-handed free throw. You know, we've seen the Rick Barry underhand, right?
Rick Barry. I've not seen
but the one-hander, huh? She went 2 for 2. What are you supposed to say to that?
Excellent.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Yeah,
huh?
keep it up. Indiana Tech coming up the floor. The 3-ball won't drop. It was a good-looking shot there by Kyra Whitaker. You know, I did my homework, but I did not see that in the tape. I let 3 games play last night, sat in my living room and worked on my notes.
You mean you let that one slip by you?
Somehow I missed that. This one will go. The second chance bucket falls to the Bears as they extend their lead to 6 points with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Another bucket here for Morgan Stamper.
Stamper getting some more airtime with that nice lay-in there.
Genevieve Decker-Terez kicked that one away. Now the drive and a feed back to Decker-Terez, who gets this off of the glass, but the whistle before she gets the shot off.
Tally it up, number 6. It's really incredible. And I've really noticed it this year, and I've heard analysts talk about how in the NCAA they've cracked down on officials calling charges more. And I don't know necessarily where that comes from, but, man, in this game, that charge call has been called, I think, at least 6 times, if I can remember. And it's something I guess we have to keep in mind for the rest of this contest.
Nice cross, a spin, kicking it to the corner. The 3-ball, that one won't go.
Nice
Not
rebound,
quite
Stamper.
Enough juice on it for Sideri there. And that was a nice rebound. The Bears going to get another chance to work here offensively. Feltner wants the 3. That one just wide left. Regathered again. From the mid-post, trying to pass that to Stamper. She'll keep possession. Morgan Stamper outside, over to Alexis Reed. Alexis Reed, the senior from Maysville. 3 ball, that one had too much juice on it. Clattered off the heel of the iron, and now a timeout taken by Indiana Tech and the Warriors. The Bears will take a break as well, and so will we. It's a 6-point game, 19-13. U-Pike leads. We'll be back in just a moment with more college basketball. Welcome back here to Mountainous, Dayton, Tennessee. Thanks for being with us tonight on the campus of Bryan College. Gabriel Schrei here with Grayson Whaley. Excellent first 2 periods of action to this point between these 2 teams. The winner of this contest moves on to the opening round championship game tomorrow at 4 p.m. here in Dayton. And the winner of that championship game tomorrow heads to Sioux City.
Yeah, that's like I said earlier, it's a big deal. It's something I just want to note. The Pikeville Bears are 18-13 on the year, so they came in as a 12 seed, and some may say that they're overperforming. But man, just as I can tell, this is a hard-working group of girls, and they have proven that thus far in this game.
You know, one thing I love about sports, and I've always loved about sports, it doesn't really matter the game. Football is a little different because there's too many moving pieces. Mm-hmm. But with basketball and a lot of these team sports, you have less than 10 people on the floor or playing surface at any given time. You're going to get matchups that don't follow the rules of the team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I think, what we're seeing here tonight. This kind of doesn't follow the rules of what you would expect out of the Warriors and Indiana Tech.
Yeah, it seems like Pikeville has a presence down low, and also just Feltner really not only handles the ball well, but she distributes it well. Keeps that offense in a good flow.
One of the notes I made about Pikeville is just how powerful that Mid-South Conference is. That's a very good conference.
Yeah, and of course, if they're finishing 18-13 and make it this far, they have to be a good team, but that has to be a good conference as well.
Feltner drives. Oh, had a lane and gets it off of the glass.
So quick off the dribble Feltner is.
It's a 6-point game of basketball, 21-15. Pass to the corner. Warriors drive. Some trouble down there along the baseline. Trying to steer that play right there was Worm. U-Pike makes a change here. Frazier back onto the hardwood. First one won't drop into the twine for the Warriors. Second one will go.
Looks like the Warriors are going to be pressing a little bit, at least guarding the ball full court.
Here's the drive by Feltner. That one kisses off of the glass and won't go. Gathered up by the Warriors. Center. Here comes Indiana Tech. Pass to the corner, working with it there. Steckler around the arc. Andrews with it. Not sure where to go with it. Gives it off to Decker Terez. Firing on the run.
Terez draws the foul there nicely, and she'll get her two at the charity stripe. Pikeville fans not happy, and the whistle has been blown quite frequently this game. And there's this old saying in basketball, the ball don't lie. That one didn't fall there.
2.5 left to go in the first half, both off the mark from the charity stripe. Still a 5-point game of basketball. Bears thread the needle right there. Driving, has a lane. This one won't go off of the glass. Leanna McNulty, the freshman, drove inside, tried to lay that one up and in.
I have to give the referee some credit, though. I've been giving them a lot of crap here lately, and they've called 2 blocking fouls in the last 2 minutes. So maybe I'll lay off of them a little bit for the rest of the game.
38 total points scored between these two teams in the first half of play. 78 points at the halftime break of game number 1. 2.5 minutes left to go here in period 2.
Looks like the redshirt sophomore Katie Herron, big presence down low, the 6-foot center from New Palestine, Indiana. Will check in for the Warriors.
Feed right there to Andrews, and she gets a bucket. Cuts it back to a 5-point game of basketball. The handoff, Bears, Frazier working along the perimeter. Feed down inside. Battling in the paint, Stamper tries to get it in off of the glass. It's off the mark for her. Tech back to the offensive end. Pass to the close side to Andrews, stolen away by the Bears. Frazier to Feltner. Feltner running the floor, stops up on the elbow and kicks it outside. Stamper goes to Frazier. Frazier's feeling the heat. She won't keep it for long. Now the feed to Stamper, who wants it off of the glass, and that'll go.
That's a beautiful post move there by Stamper. All-conference first team. That was her first of the career, and she's a 4-time Mid-South Conference Player of the Week, tagging along 19 double-doubles on the season.
Andrews with a move right there. Tech along the perimeter, pass to the close side. Steckler down to the corner now. Backdoor feed and some trouble there for Kyra Whitaker, the senior. 63 seconds left to go in the first half now as Whitaker grabbed that right there along the baseline, forced out of play. Warriors will keep the basketball. Long feed up to the perimeter here. Whitaker tips it to a teammate. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Now the ball will go back to U-Pike.
Should I say it, Gabriel? Number 7? Number 7 on the charge tally.
I'm staying out of it.
It's intrigued me. I can't help but go there.
Here's the move by Feltner, passes it back outside. U-Pike working this into the paint. Stamper passes it to the elbow to Englert, and this one will go off of the glass. A 9-point lead for U-Pike.
What a move there by U-Pike.
Indiana Tech wants the 3 ball. This is off target, and with 31 seconds left to go in the first half, the ball will go to the Bears.
One thing that's impressed me thus far in this game, Gabriel, is just the defensive side of the ball. Both teams have hustled and played really well. Of course, we talked about how there's not been as many points scored, but there's a reason for that. It's not because these offenses aren't powerful, but it's because these defenses are so threatening.
Bears working this around. 15 seconds left to go in the first half. McNulty to Englert. Englert drives, fires. This one won't go. McNulty's shot off the mark, and a last-second effort there by the Warriors to get the deep ball towards the iron. Comes up wide right. 27-18 is the tally at the halftime break. A big lead for the Bears of Pikeville over the Warriors of Indiana Tech. We're going to take a break along with these two teams and be back with more college basketball and some halftime analysis in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere.
Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
Welcome back here to Dayton, Tennessee. Thanks for being with us. Gabriel Schrei here with Grayson Whaley. Both programs about to get back to work here on the hardwood. U-Pike, the Bears from the University of Pikeville, and Tech, the Warriors of Indiana Tech, doing battle here. Winner of this contest advances to the opening round championship game tomorrow at 4 p.m. against Bryan College and the Lions, and the winner of that contest heads on to Sioux City to battle for a national championship. Only 16 teams will make it out of this weekend. Think about that, 128 teams started tonight with a chance to go to Sioux City, and by tomorrow evening, only 16 teams will remain.
Yeah, we'll have the Sweet 16 by this time tomorrow, or around this time tomorrow. That is kind of crazy to think about, and I know I've mentioned several times over the broadcast that this is one and done. It's a lot of pressure for these girls and these teams, and you have to rise to the occasion, and the Pikeville Bears have done that so far this game. Indiana Tech will see if they can respond, though, here in the second half.
The Warriors will start period number 3 with possession. They trail 27-18 after 2 periods of play.
9 points seems like a lot when that's half of your total points already.
Dunning pass, working this one around. In the corner with it. Now down inside to 2-minute. This one comes off the glass, won't go.
Wow, what a defensive play there with Pikeville. Corralled the jump ball there, and it's going to be their possession now.
Yeah, Foy trying to score the basketball down there in the low post and nothing doing. Goes right back to the Bears. Coming up.
Speaks to Pikeville's defensive play so far this game.
Feltner kicks it outside along the perimeter. A good feed down low, just off the mark, looking for Morgan Stamper right there, and Foy bust up the pass.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Foy. She was upset that she couldn't corral the ball before it went out of bounds, and it remains Pikeville's ball.
Inbounding pass. Now the long ball wide left there off the fingertips of Feltner.
Wow, what a shot there by Pikeville's number 22, Morgan Stamper. No pun intended, she's made a stamp on this game.
She's been hot all night long already. 29-18 now the tally. The Bears lead the Warriors. Pass outside, working this around. Feed back outside of the perimeter. Picking her way down along it. Andrews kicks it to the close side. The drive and shot. This is off the mark. The Bears get it right back.
Decent shot there to end the shot clock. Got a decent look, just couldn't get it to fall. Indiana Tech's offense continues to struggle.
U-Pike has been doing a wonderful job offensively here tonight. Pass outside, ball down on the hardwood. The drive, down into the paint. Trying to feed it back door and unable to keep that one alive.
That's a big defensive possession there for the Warriors as they take over after that out of bounds call there.
Back to the offensive end of the floor. Here comes Indiana Tech. 2 quick passes. Foy battling her way down along the mid-post. Pass outside. The 3 ball rims all around and it won't go as Stamper goes up and gathers that one.
She gathered it, but it looked like a foul was called on the floor. So that keeps possession with the Warriors.
Inbounding pass down low. This one off the glass and off the mark. Foy gets the board. 2 minutes gone already in period 3. Feed down low. She has some space. This one's off the mark. Tumanen couldn't drop that one in. Feltner runs the floor. Pass down inside now. Right back out to Feltner. She drives down up onto the edge of the block. Shot off the glass. This one rolls and won't drop for Stamper.
Stamper nearly got that one to fall too.
Tumanen kicks it to the close side. Feed down low to Foy. This one will go off of the glass.
Good post move there by Foy. Rallies their first points of the second half.
Almost 3 minutes gone in period 3 before they were able to drop in a bucket. Just a weird game. It feels like the pacing is off for both of these teams on the offensive end of the floor.
As I mentioned earlier, defense is playing really well this game.
Drive down onto the elbow. The handoff. Here's the shot. That rims around and won't go for Bailey Frazier.
There's Stamper once again, though.
Second chance bucket will drop off of the hot hand, Morgan Stamper. Stamper has been electric here tonight. 4 for 7 from the floor. She has 10 total points now. And another rebound right there.
Impressive so far this game.
She has 10 rebounds in this contest.
Already have the double-double?
Pretty unbelievable. Feltner walking along the perimeter, down to the elbow. Ball is loose, Bears regather. Pass to the corner, there's the 3 ball. That rims around and skips back out.
I know we already talked about Stamper having a double-double in this game. That's her 20th of the season, averaging 13.4 points per game and 12 rebounds per game as well. That's 6th in the NAIA.
Wow. Yeah, Stamper has been a key piece of the Bears' big contest so far here tonight. Pass along the perimeter to the back door. The Warriors for 3. That one won't go. Feltner regathers. The Bears looking to extend their 11-point lead. Pass to the close side, wide open and all alone. This one is a little wide. Just too much to the right there. Indiana Tech a chance to respond quickly. This will go off of the glass. Emma Tumanen.
Big response there. Have to start rallying some points, stringing some possessions together, Gabriel.
Graduate student from Finland right there gets that one. Already halfway done with this third period. It's a 9-point game of basketball, 31-22. Quick pass there, nothing doing.
Sending it the other way, it doesn't look like Stamper had position there on the defender, and the charge called there.
Well, game 1, we probably had at least 800 people here inside of Sumner's Gymnasium, and it was a great turnout. Lots of people in the standing room only area, very loud. A little more thinned out because of those 300-mile drives here for game 2.
Yeah, and it was hard to put into words the presence of the Bryan fan base, and honestly, a lot of the fans still remaining are still from the Dayton area. I see some of the players watching the game as they prepare for tomorrow's game. But long drives, as you said, for both of these teams playing right now.
Yeah, so they haven't traveled as well, and the stands are probably, I don't know, a quarter full. Is that fair?
I would say that's fair.
A little more than a quarter, maybe. Here's the long ball for the Bears. That one's wide. And there's been a couple of calls that some of these fans have not liked. And it's just a direct line of communication from the stands right to the official.
Yeah, there's no weeding out of who said it. You can tell from down on the floor.
I just don't get it. Don't get it. Here's the move, trying to drive inside. That one won't go. Second chance bucket will drop down low for Taya Andrews. The graduate student from Fort Wayne fights through contact.
Taya Andrews has had some open shots around the perimeter, but she hasn't taken them. Kind of made me wonder why as I was watching the game, but when I saw her presence down low there, no more wondering on my side.
We were talking a bit about the officiating during halftime, and I told Grayson, you know, I've been broadcasting for almost a decade now. I'm starting to get old soon. And, you know, I refuse to criticize officials at the high school level at all. I will almost never criticize a call at the high school level. I almost never do it at the collegiate level. And so I was telling him, I don't see anything to criticize yet, but, I just don't understand why somebody would criticize the officials like that, just so direct. And my feedback on that is, the call's going both ways? And the answer here tonight is yes.
Yeah, they are.
It's going both ways. So
yeah, the whistle has been blown a lot, but it's been consistent. That's something that you look for in officials, and that's been the case. So there's no complaint on my side.
Driving into the paint, pass outside, the long ball. That one clatters around and won't drop. Scooped up off of the glass. Running up the floor, Whitaker. Pass back door, that'll drop in. Tumanen gets the bucket.
Good play just in transition, getting the ball up the floor, making a couple key passes. And, of course, Tumanen laying it in there for the Warriors.
The offensive end of the floor, pass outside of the perimeter. The Bears lead by just 5. 33-28 with 2:40 left to go in period 3. Kicking into the corner. Feltner wants to drive, tries to kick it across to Stamper. Stamper down low off the bounce pass. This one is off the mark for U-Pike.
Good look there from McNulty, and U-Pike just couldn't get the ball to fall.
This one will go off of the glass.
And the Warriors have fought all the way back. Just a 3-point game now. Timeout called there from the U-Pike coaching staff.
Yeah, great third period of action here. These two teams keeping it interesting, tightening the score up. It is 33-30. U-Pike's Bears lead the Warriors of Indiana Tech. They'll take a break, and we will as well. We'll be right back with more college basketball. Welcome back here to Dayton, Tennessee, the campus of Bryan College here. 128-acre textbook here, the home of the Lions. Such a beautiful campus. And Grayson, you're an undergraduate student here. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, I'm a junior. This is my 3rd year at Bryan, and one of the things that attracted me to Bryan College is not only the Christian motto, but also just the geography. Man, it is beautiful around here, surrounded by the mountains, on the hill in the valley. It's just beautiful, especially in the fall. Gabriel, I don't know if you've gotten to experience fall in East Tennessee, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I've been down here for a couple of years now. I live right outside of Chattanooga in a little city called Ottawa, and it is just beautiful. We live up on a bluff. My family and friends from back home in Michigan would call it a mountain because it's a big bluff. Here's a shot at the 3, but yeah, this is a beautiful area, and I love getting to drive up here to Dayton, to the campus of Bryan College. I got about 5 minutes on the freeway and I get off, and about 2 miles off the highway I lose my phone signal, and I am cut off from society for about 45 minutes until I get here to Dayton.
Well, I'm from Tennessee, and East Tennessee's a lot different than Middle Tennessee is, though. It's almost like a completely different state, honestly. And the only bluff I knew before I came to East Tennessee was just in Poker. I mean, when I got here, I was like, wow, it's just beautiful. Mountains surrounding the entire area. But it's something I'm not quite used to, and Middle Tennessee's fairly flat.
Under 90 seconds to go here in period 3. The drive and a foul right there. It's a 1-point game of basketball, 33-32.
Yeah, Gabriel, right when we thought things were going to be dull this game, here we are in the 3rd period, just a minute 15 left, and it's a 1-point contest.
I'm not going to lie, I was worried. I don't want a boring game is all I want. I want it to be close and fun, and I want the athletes to be having fun. I want to see that. I want to see the people in the stands enjoying themselves. That's what makes it fun for me as an announcer.
Oh, yeah. And last game, it was such an electric environment, of course, because Brian's hosting this. They had a huge turnout of fans. But here it's a three-point game, almost narrowing down to the fourth period, and it's turned out to be a good one.
U-Pike leading by just 3 with 60 seconds to go in period 3. The Warriors tic-tacking their way down the floor, passing it along the arc here. Andrews back across over to Whitaker. A little too much contact right there, and there's the whistle. Alexis Reed was after the ball for the Bears.
A good defensive play there, a lot of hustle. Of course, Indiana Tech is glad that it's their ball. Only 5 seconds to shoot, though.
Inbounding pass. Andrews is in trouble. Fires as time expires. Looking for the bank shot right there. It won't go. Comes off the side of the iron, gathered up by the Bears with 38 seconds to work with. Reed working her way, picking her way along the perimeter. Drives down inside. This shot comes up shy. Warriors get it. 27 seconds on the game and shot clock. And they trail by 3.
Looks like they're going to look for the last shot here in the third period, Gabe.
Andrews picks this one up. Standing about 20 foot beyond the arc here. 11 seconds now. Coming up to greet her there, that's Bailey Frazier. Taya Andrews, the graduate student, with a move. Picks up the ball, passes it down low. With 2 seconds, there's the shot. It skips off the front of the iron, and that'll do it for period 3. A 3-point ball game headed into the final quarter of action. The Bears of U-Pike lead the Warriors of Indiana Tech. We'll take a break along with these two teams and be right back here in Dayton. Welcome back here to Dayton. A 3-point game of hoops with 10 minutes left to go. It's 35-32. The Bears of the University of Pikeville lead the Warriors of Indiana Tech. Gabriel Schrei here with Grayson Whaley. Thanks for being with us for this contest. 2 quick passes to the close side. Driving down low. Some trouble there for Indiana Tech.
The Warriors made this a close contest in the third period, making up for several points, cutting the Bears' lead to 3. Unfortunately, couldn't come through with that possession there.
The handoff for the Bears outside to Englert. The drive and shot, that rims all around and drops for Reed. Long pass up the floor to Tumanen. She looks inside to Foy.
Strong move by Foy. Wow, the and one, Gabriel.
Foy with a gorgeous bucket right there, fouled on her way to the rim. That makes it again a 3-point game of basketball. She'll have a chance to cut it to a 2-point game. This one will go. It makes it 37-35. U-Pike on top. Coming up the floor, pass outside. Feltner kicked it away right away. Working with it there is Englert. Englert trying to back down Andrews. She passes it away up to Reed. Reed has a little lane with a burst. Passes it across the floor, and it is stolen away by Tumanen. Tumanen comes to the close side to Andrews, now down to the corner. Warriors give it to Foy. Indiana Tech working this all around the arc here. Foy steps up, passes it down to the low post, and some trouble there, a foul.
Looks like they're sending it the other way. Looks like Tumanen kind of hooked her arm around the defender there. So the charge was called. Tumanen, though, is a WAC co-player of the year. Also collected all defensive team accolade and scoring 15 points per game while shooting around 56% from the field. Impressive numbers.
2 quick passes. Standing on the elbow, kicked back outside there by Feltner. Feltner gets it right back from Frazier. She's in trouble, gives it off. This one from just inside of the perimeter won't drop. It is still just a 2-point game of basketball. This one off the mark. Warriors, the 3 ball. This one comes up shy.
Wide open shot there, just couldn't connect on the 3-pointer. Would have put them up by 1. Doesn't fall, so still a 2-point game, Gabriel. Coming down the stretch, only 8 minutes left in this one.
It's been a really fun game. 2 minutes gone in the final quarter. Still a 2-point game of basketball. U-Pike leads, they have it. Frazier with it, kicks it outside. The 3 ball, this one off the mark, wide right. Regathered, another chance with it here.
Another big rebound there by Stamper.
Passes it over up top to Feltner. Feltner wants to drive, passes it out along the arc. Alexis Reed from the right wing drives, has it stolen away by the Warriors.
Things seem to be going Indiana Tech's way here in the second half, and remains to be the theme here in the 4th period as well, Gabriel. And they've really chipped away at this lead. It sneakily came up on Pikeville, and now it's just a 2-point game here with 7.5 left.
This one has really been slowly shifting, the tide turning in the direction of the Warriors. U-Pike just looking to put a little more gas on the fire here down the stretch. Remains yet to be seen who can pull away in this one. Andrews' long pass to the close side, a sidestep. Now from long range, that one clatters off the back of the iron.
Big rebound, though, by Andrews.
Andrews keeps it alive, centering pass. Now to the close side, the 3 ball. That one clatters all around and won't drop either. Bears get the board, it's Stamper.
Looks like Pikeville moved into a 2-3 zone, forcing Indiana Tech to put up shots from the perimeter.
Feltner with it there. Feltner with a cross, fires from just inside the arc, and this one won't dead before she can get the shot off on the foul. Feltner will inbound as the Bears will maintain possession.
We've talked a lot about Morgan Stamper and even Mary Englert, but Sierra Feltner is a good player as well. She was an all-conference honorable mention this year. That's the 2nd straight season, collecting 10 points per game and 4.5 rebounds.
She's a great facilitator with the basketball.
And nearly 5 rebounds for a point guard. It's kind of unheard of, but she gets down and dirty down the post as well, it seems like.
Andrews kicks this away to the far side. Warriors working with it. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the 4th period. Andrews turns, fires. This will find Twine. It's a tie ball game here in Dayton.
What an offensive move there by Andrews. Looked like a delay of game warning was called on the floor. That happens when they make the shot, and oftentimes they'll grab it after it comes through the net and just kind of lay it down or toss it to the side.
Shot here is off the mark. Bears get it back. Englert to the far side. Here's the drive, pass to the close side, and the 3 ball won't drop there for Sideri.
Man, what a battle down low between Foy and Stamper.
Land down there in the block, fighting for the basketball. It'll remain with U-Pike. Feltner will inbound for the Bears. The Warriors back in a defensive shell here with 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. We're all knotted up at 37. Inbounding pass to Sideri. She goes to Englert, now to Feltner. Feltner on the point, wanted to fire, passes it away to Bailey Frazier. Frazier down to Englert, and the foul right here.
Big call there on the floor. Indiana Tech fans are happy. Pikeville fans aren't.
Well, we're all tied up at 37.
Referee's job is tough. You can't make everyone happy. Most of the time, you don't make anybody happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put yourself in the officials' shoes. And these officials here tonight doing a wonderful job representing the NAIA well. Should be recognized as such.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you know, it's very easy to sit in the stands or in the booth up here and say, well, I saw what happened. They can't see that. They're on the floor.
Yeah.
You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're doing the best they can with what they can see.
It's a fast-paced game, too.
Pass inside. This one swatted at, goes out of play.
And when tournament time rolls around, referees have to be a little more sensitive to contact because teams are playing so hard. They're fighting for their season's fate. That's shown here tonight for both teams.
Inbounding pass, Bears with the basketball. 4:40 left to go here. With a cross, headed to the far side. Feltner fires off the glass, that'll drop into the twine.
Bank is open this late. Feltner, what a play.
A little bit of cash money to make a deposit there. Here come the Warriors. Foy with it, kicks it outside. Indiana Tech inside, battling with the basketball, and the call right away.
So that's how basketball goes. You didn't like the call on the other side of the floor, but these referees have been consistent. They got it back their way this time for Pikeville.
I'm telling you, we've talked about the officials way more than I'm comfortable. I don't like talking about it, but, I mean, I feel the need to defend them when they're getting yelled at. Just have it. Feltner will work her way up the hardwood. Pass down along the sideline here, just inside of the perimeter. The drive, some trouble there for Georgia. She kicks it away.
That was a good dish, though.
Comes back to her. She feeds it down low. Stamper gets a hold of the basketball. Goes back to Sideri. Sideri on the elbow. Passes it outside. From the point, the three ball takes a big high bounce and is gathered up by the Warriors.
Foy called for the foul there as she attempted to get the rebound. Stamper doing a really good job boxing girls out down there at the post. Pikeville's now on the bonus. They'll get some free throws from the line.
First one will go, nothing but net.
The unorthodox shooting form, the one-handed free throw. 3 for 3 thus far.
I'm telling you.
Maybe I need to start trying that.
Print that up. Print that.
Seems like I've missed the secret.
I need to. She's probably heard that every week.
Oh,
Different
yeah.
announcer. Look at that.
Just keep doing your thing.
Yep. Taya Andrews with the basketball now. Kicks the orange just inside of the line. There's a shot off of the glass, and this one won't drop here for 2 minutes.
Looks like Tumanen is going to go to the line here for Indiana Tech. Fans are getting a little rowdy here, Gabriel.
I'm telling you, it's getting rowdy in here.
It's a big game. It's a big game.
3.5 minutes left to go in the contest. It's 41-38. Pikeville holding that narrow 3-point margin over the Warriors. The Bears, that's Feltner with a move. Crosses over the arc. Stamper with it. To the close side to Georgia. Georgia with a move. Back across to Stamper. And now the foul down inside.
Girls from both teams battling down low, just showing how important this game is to both teams. Just 3-point difference here with 3 minutes left. Engler sunk the first one.
So that extends the lead of U-Pike to 5 points. It's 43-38.
Gabriel, we're 3 minutes away from one of these teams advancing to the next round and one of these teams making the long drive back home.
About 300 miles for both of these programs. It was 258 and 274. The Warriors want to stay alive right here. And a timeout down on the floor. 5-point game, 43-58. The Bears lead the Warriors. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back in just a moment with more college basketball. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to Dayton, home of the Bryan College Lions. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Thanks for being with us here tonight. Opening round of NAIA play as the Warriors get a bucket off the inbound over to Foy there.
Beneficial timeout.
3-point game. Yeah, big timeout right there. Indiana Trek trails to the University of Pikeville and the Bears by 3 points with 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. The winner of this contest advances to face Bryan College at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and the winner of tomorrow afternoon's contest heads to Sioux City to battle for a national title. Feltner hucks one up at the buzzer there. It won't go. Warriors keep this alive. Foy down the floor to Andrews. 2 minutes left to go in this contest here.
This Warriors team is well coached by Jessie Biggs. This is her 10th season.
Here's one from beyond the arc that rims around and pops out. Next bucket is big. Feltner with it.
Next bucket could determine the outcome of this game.
Quick pass to Frazier. Frazier drives. 95 seconds left now. She gives it off to Feltner. 9 seconds on the shot.
Wow.
Feltner is blocked by Taya Andrews.
Taya Andrews, big defensive play there. Pax Feltner. Possession, of course, remains with the Bears, but that prevents the Bears from extending their lead.
Inbounding pass for U-Pike. Long feed to Georgia Sideri. She goes inside. 3 seconds on the shot clock. This one rims around, won't drop. Stamper fighting for that one down there alongside Emma Tumanen.
The shot clock buzzed there, but it should have reset after it hit the rim. Looks like there might have been a foul on the floor anyhow, which might put Pikeville on the line. Leanna McNulty. That appears to be the case. That is the 5th foul for highlight player Emma Tumanen, and she's played a really hard-fought game tonight, Gabriel.
She's been excellent. Both of these programs have really showed out here in this contest. Some really weird, some sluggish periods and some very hot stretches. And it's come down to this. 85 seconds left in the game. At this moment, it's a 4-point contest. 44-40. The Warriors of Indiana Tech are trailing to the Bears of Pikeville. They've got the basketball. Coming up the floor, pass to the close side. Now another over to Andrews. Taya Andrews calls a play. Wants to drive down there in the mid-post. She fires off the glass and is fouled as she lets that go.
Good spin move there, draws contact, and she's going to make her way to the charity stripe to try to cut into this lead. Big shot there from the stripe. Gabriel, if you weren't hungry before, now you are with the Pizza Hut fumes coming up here, pumping up into our
I like
noses.
that descriptor, the fumes. Second one will go as well. It's 44-42. Now the Bears, a bucket right here could be a dagger in this
Absolutely.
contest.
Of course, you know that's what they're looking for, and if you're Indiana Tech, you got to stop them.
70 seconds to go, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes U-Pike. Indiana Tech up to greet the Bears near that midcourt stripe. Reed passes it across to the far side. Feed down low, Frazier off of the glass, that'll go.
What a cut, the backdoor cut. Gets the open shot down on the low block.
4-point game, here comes Andrews. She nearly lost it. Reed nearly swiped it away. Pass to the close side, that's Whitaker. Whitaker down low, has it taken away by Stamper with 40 seconds left to go. Feltner with a cross. Passes it up the floor to Reed. Now down in the corner to Bailey Frazier, and she is fouled before she can pass it away. 32.9 seconds show. It's a 4-point game of basketball, 46-42.
That was such a big defensive stand there by the Pikeville Bears. And now they're on the line to try to extend this lead late in the game. Bailey Frazier knocks down both free throws. And U-Pike extends their lead to 6.
We'll take a break and be right back after this. It's 48-42, Pikeville. Welcome back here to Dayton. Inbounding pass, feed off of the glass, that will go. And now Stamper is fouled with just 28 seconds showing on the clock here.
Wow. And it looks like this powerhouse of a team, Indiana Tech, may fall just short in this matchup against the Pikeville Bears. The unorthodox free throw shot falls once again.
Just under 30 seconds left to go. That'll extend the lead of U-Pike to 8 points.
Just 2 losses so far this season for Indiana Tech, and it looks like they may be facing their third. Looks like there's a timeout here in action by Jesse Biggs, the coach of Indiana Tech.
Just 28 seconds left to go as these two teams will take a full timeout down here. Been a great day of basketball here at Bryan College. How much fun has this been?
Oh, it's been a lot of fun, and of course this is a new experience for me broadcasting basketball. I've been doing the baseball games here for Bryan College, And that's been a lot of fun. Of course, new experience. Glad to have been able to do this with you, Gabriel. But
You're
man,
giving
just
yourself away. They wouldn't have known. They wouldn't have known.
a lot of good basketball. I mean, it's easy to commentate on girls who are so well talented. I mean, both of these teams are just filled with talented players, and the last matchup was the same way. The thing that interests me the most and the difference between this game and last game is the style of basketball the teams play. The first game, both teams are a lot more up-tempo. They're getting the ball down the court. They're taking their shots. Both of these teams much more methodical about the way that they play basketball. It just goes to show you there's more than one way to skin a cat, as the old Southern saying goes.
Inbounding pass. Warriors down low. That one will go. So with 25 seconds left, a 6-point game.
And Jessie Biggs has drawn up two really good sideline plays off of a timeout, just going to show that she is a good coach.
Two great head coaches here. Biggs in her 10th season. Clifton Williams in his 6th. Serious competitors here on the floor tonight. Just a 6-point differential, 50-44 with 25 seconds left to go. You know, I thought the put-away bucket was essentially minute and 10 seconds left. U-Pike comes up the floor, gets a couple points. But obviously, you never say never. Warriors just a lucky bucket away from being back in this game.
Yeah, I know. If U-Pike misses a couple free throws here and then they get down the floor and make a three, it's a 3-point game.
Yep. 24 and a half seconds left to go here in this final period. Reed now at the stripe.
Clutch bucket there.
First one will go, no problems.
Reed proving to show her experience, senior from Maysville, Kentucky.
Second one won't go. 51-44, 21 seconds now. Here comes Andrews. Fires from the arc. That one rims around, won't go. Ball is loose. Foy battling for it. Gathered up down there by the Bears, and the foul against Englert.
Oh, no. Stamper shaking up there at the free throw line.
Hopefully she's all right.
Just looking ahead to this next round, that is the last thing you want to see for Pikeville.
They're going to check on her. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more college basketball after this.
How you get here, how you prepare, how you choose to contend matters. So, what does it take? The possession of authority. The courage and strength of character. The ability to quickly move, think, and understand. The confidence in yourself and those who stand alongside you. The dedication through practice and instruction. The ability to see the mission clearly.
Stamper there appeared to be shaken up there at the free throw line, and she's going to head to the trainer's room and get checked on there. As Kyle, an associate athletic trainer here at Bryan College, is going to kind of get his medical bag and head in there and see about her. Of course, athletically, you hate to see anybody get hurt, whether it's for the opposing team or for your own team. And, man, she's a heck of a player, Stamper, that is. And that's big. If she's out for tomorrow's game, that's going to be a huge hole in their lineup.
Yeah, she had a little help. She was able to walk off the floor under her own powers, so hopefully she's all right. We'll find out. 13 seconds left in the game. 51-44, a 7-point game of basketball. Bears are leading.
Bears are just 13 seconds away from taking this victory home, or at least into the hotel room until tomorrow.
Bears running this outside. Feltner keeping the clock running. That'll do it. Congratulations to the University of Pikeville Bears. They move on and they'll battle the Lions of Bryan College tomorrow at 4 p.m. What an exhilarating pair of contests we saw here tonight. Both game 1 and 2 were a blast. Game 2, the winners and headed on to battle for a chance to travel to Sioux City is U-Pike.
The first one, the first contest tonight was a little more, there's a little more fireworks, a little more shots from behind the perimeter, but this was just a hard-fought game on both sides of the court. And both teams fought hard. Unfortunately, only one can advance. That's just the name of the game. Pikeville survives this one, and we'll get to see them tomorrow, Gabriel.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of for the Warriors of Indiana Tech. They had a absolutely wonderful season. Played well here tonight. Had a couple of bounces that didn't go their way, made a few small mistakes, and sometimes that's just the way that sports go. You know, somebody has to lose. So Bears got the hot hand tonight. They'll move on. 51-44, the final tally in this one. We will hopefully be talking to the head coach of U-Pike, Clifton Williams, and one of the leading scorers for this program. We're going to tell you who that is in just a moment. Before we do, let's break down the Warriors' top performers here tonight. Grayson, a great contest for Indiana Tech, and lots of players doing very well. Let's talk about some of the leaders as far as tonight's contest.
Yeah, two that really impressed me were Taya Andrews and Erica Foy, both collecting double-digit points and both making a statement on the boards as well, getting rebounds and dishing the ball around as well. Andrews had 5 assists and 4 boards.
And the leading scorers for the Bears of Pikeville, 10 total points for Sierra Feltner, and it felt like every time we turned around, the point guard was not only facilitating but making big plays. She had a steal, 3 total rebounds, and an assist to go along with those 10 total points. 13 total points for Mary Engler. Engler played very well.
Yeah, she did. 7 boards as well. Of course, the highlight of the game is Morgan Stampert with her 20th double-double of the season, 14 and 13. But, man, as I was just hearing those stats from Sierra Feltner, only 1 assist. I'm surprised to hear that. She was such a good facilitator. She almost had so many that were passed and then an assist, as she opened up the floor with her passes, and great vision from her, facilitated this game well. And, of course, the two, Englert and Stampert, made a true difference for this offense as well, Gabriel.
Huge part of the victory for you, Pike. Congratulations to the Bears, and congratulations to the Warriors of Indiana Tech on a great season. 30 wins for them, an unbelievable year, an unbelievable campaign.
It really was. To only lose 3 games in the year, that's nothing to be ashamed of. They went 30-2 in the regular season, 19-1 in conference, dominating that conference. Of course, U-Pike, we talked about how tough their conference is. They went 11-11, but they made it to the dance, and that's what it's about. You make it to the dance, you might find some magic, and they did exactly that tonight, topping the favorite 5 seed Warriors. This one, 51-44. Good contest, though, all around.
Well, I think we'll still have an interview here tonight. But before we do, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back in just a moment with more college basketball. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to Dayton. Before we break from tonight's broadcast, just wanted to bring you a quick chat with Sierra Feltner. Sierra, excellent contest here today for you. You were a wonderful facilitator, made big plays all across the floor. Final stats for Sierra: 4 for 12 from the hardwood, 2 for 2 at the line, had 3 total rebounds, an assist, and a steal to go along with that. All good for 10 total points. So did you feel like you were having a big night tonight down there on the hardwood?
It's probably not one of the biggest nights that I've had, but my team helped me out the whole time. So
great job facilitating. Did you feel like you were making a lot of big plays in the passing game? And was that part of the game plan coming into tonight?
Oh, that's always the game plan with me. I practice it all the time.
And we were talking about how well you facilitate games, and you may not, like, the stat line only has you at 1 assist, but a lot of times you're dishing the ball to someone who's getting the assist, and you really spread the floor out with being able to have good vision across the board. And that was something that really impressed me. Is as far as your offensive attack, do you like to go off the pass? I know you're really well off the dribble. I saw that you move quickly, but do you like to go pass first?
No, I'd rather come off the dribble.
Yeah.
But if my teammates can hit it to me the right way, then I love it. So.
Yeah, good deal.
Well, Indiana Tech started to stage a comeback there in that fourth period of action, and you guys, the Bears, were able to hold them off. What was going on down on the bench? What did Coach say to you guys?
We are in multiple situations like this, so we had to learn to keep our calm and stay on it, stay focused the whole time, and keep getting after them. We made them work for everything. So.
Okay, and any thoughts on how tonight's contest will translate into tomorrow, battling the Lions of Bryan?
I think it gives us a good head start for tomorrow. We're already pumped up, ready to go for tonight. Into it, on to tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, Sierra, congratulations again. Thanks for being with us, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you again. Now, is this Clifton Williams in his 6th season at the helm of the program for the Bears? Coach Williams, congratulations on the big win tonight over the Warriors. A fun contest. Final tally again, 51-44. They started to put together a comeback there in that fourth period of action. Were you worried, or did you feel good about it?
And basketball is a game of runs. You expect it. At this level, at this time of year, if you're not playing a close game, I don't know what it is, right? That's a tough basketball team, won 30 games this year, won their league. They gave us everything. But we defended tonight like nobody's business, and that was a difference in the game.
Yeah, that was something we talked about up here. Is I don't believe that these offenses are as stagnant as it seemed, but I think the defenses just played that well tonight, only tallying less than 100 points total. Do you think your defensive scheme played a lot into this win?
I think that's part of it. I think part of it is it's our first game at a neutral site, both teams, and that plays something into it as well. We both had to travel, like going on the road. It's all of that plays into it, but defensively, that was our focus in every day of preparation. I mean, we wore our girls out every single day. They were like, "Uncle, stop," right? And so it paid off tonight.
Defense travels, and that's the mantra. So I was impressed by that.
Tournament basketball, it better be there.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a fun win. As far as, and I know it's not a technical thing, but you're down on the sideline. They're starting to stage that comeback. What do you tell the girls?
Stay present. Get on to the next play. When we called the timeout, we had a 3-point lead. That was it. We're still in control of this game. We're still in the lead. Let's go get a stop. Let's come down and get a bucket, and we're good. And that's exactly what they did.
So what's the plan going from this one? Obviously, you have a chance to make to Sioux City, Iowa in this championship game against the Bryan Lions. How does your scheme change? Do you prepare differently for the Lions, or do you just go at it, play your game?
Well, you've got to play to their strengths, right? We've got to adjust our scheme defensively to what they do well. And, if we let them stand on the three-point line, it's going to be a long afternoon. They've been knocking down three-point shots all year long at a high rate. It's a well-coached basketball team. So our scheme will adjust, and it's about knowing personnel. It's really about matchups this time of year. So if we understand personnel, we'll be able to get after it.
There you go. The Bears pushing through adversity in a stagnant offense, playing solid defense here today, and coming up victorious 51-44 over the Warriors of Indiana Tech. Head coach of UPike right here with Clifton Williams with us. Coach, thanks for being with us, and congratulations on the big win.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Good luck
Thank
tomorrow.
you very much.
We'll be hearing again from Coach tomorrow, and a huge win here tonight against Indiana Tech for the Bears of UPike. Any final thoughts on this contest, Grayson?
Yeah, I just enjoyed tonight, Gabe, and it was fun doing it beside you, of course. First time out here on the broadcast crew for the basket as far as basketball goes, but just a lot of impressive teams in this. And of course, like I said, if you are where you are in this part of the season, you're a good basketball team. And record doesn't even speak to the better team here. Of course, UPike winning only 18-13 in the season, but they pulled out victorious here in this one. I'm excited to see how their defense matches up against Bryan's offense tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a big heart game. They came out, pushed through a few problems, made some on-the-fly adjustments, and Coach Williams able to direct this group of girls to a huge victory. So, well, for Grayson Whaley, the Bears, and the Warriors, I'm Gabriel Schrei. Thanks for being with us here tonight in Dayton, Tennessee for 2 excellent games of basketball. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. right here.